Brothers and sisters, please find yourself a comfortable posture. Follow your breath. Aware each of your breath. When you're breathing in, you realize this is the in-breath to calm your body. When you breathe out, you're aware this is the out-breath. Relax your mind. Breathing in, I am aware of my whole body. Breathing out, I smile. Breathing in, I'm dwelling in this present moment. Breathing out, it is a wonderful moment. Breathing in, present moment. Breathing out, wonderful moment. Good evening, my dear brothers, sisters. Today is December 15, 2012. This is the last mindfulness day of the year, and only 2 more weeks we will finish 2012. So time flies very fast. Before we have a Dhamma talk today, may we sing a song together. Please turn to song 4, song number 4. I have arrived. I have arrived, I am home, in the here and in the now. I have arrived, I am home, in the here and in the now. I am solid, I am free, I am solid, I am free. In the ultimate I dwell. In the ultimate I dwell. I have arrived, I I am home in the here and in the now. I am solid, I am free. I am solid, I am free. In the ultimate I dwell. In the ultimate I dwell. My dear brothers and sisters, did you enjoy your day so far? Today, Suko give us a very special treat. Lot of food during lunchtime, and I think she noticed the last mindfulness day of the year, so she gave us a special treat. In our practice, the meditation will help us to cultivate the right view. Because meditation means when you're able to calm your mind, when you are able to go back to the root, go back to yourself, and since that main point, when you calm, it helps you to see things exactly as it is. So that's what we call the right view. So once we have the right view, we accept things more than we expect. For example, we don't have to wait until we're 60 years old to be sick. We can be sick in any time and at any age. And because when we're still healthy, we did not pay attention much on our daily consumption. We may intake a lot of food that's not healthy for the body. Or we may waste our health. We may already abuse our physical body. That's why now we're sick. Or sometimes we did put a lot of effort to take good care for the body, but we cannot against the truth. Once you have the physical body, then you have to get sick, sooner or later. But once we're sick, we have the right view on our sickness. That means we accept that I am sick. I am not healthy as before. So why we need to see the truth in order to do things that our physical body able to afford. For example, let's say I am weak now. I am 50 years old now. I cannot carry a bag of rice weight 30 kilos. Maybe when we're 20, no problem. When we're 25, no problem. But once we're sick, when we get old, we cannot lift that heavy. Then we need to understand that we are not afford. We are not capable anymore. So that is the right view on your body, on your health conditions. And the right view also will help us to see the right situation, the right livelihood, the right thought, the right action, the right speech. When we reflect, I have been using a lot of words that made my loved one suffer. You know that. That means you already have the right view. But that's not enough. We need to have another right view in order to shine to the right action. You know you make your loved one suffer. But what do? You still continue to say the words. You continue to act the same to suffer your loved one again and again. So the right view, very important. But what makes us cultivate that kind of right view? Meditation. Again, meditation means to stop wandering, to go back and to reflect and to shine the mindfulness into each of your action, words, view. So when the light of mindfulness shines deeply, brightly to what we call the view, and now you reduce your wrong view and you start to cultivate the right view. The right view also helps us to realize our negative habits. We realize when we watch movie, when we sit for conversation, when we watch football game, hockey game, we have no problem. We can sit there and chat and watch movie for hours and hours. But we're unable to sit attentively, mindfully for 50 minutes. Why is that? Because that is the habit. Because when you watch movie, you're able to move. You lay down, you stand up, you sit up, you move your legs, you drink, you walk. We do things around. That's why we don't see it does not seem tired. But once we sit quietly in one place, it looks like we have to stand for so many suffering. For 50 minutes, we can't move, we can't stand up, we cannot talk, we can't do this and we can't do that. It looks like a heavy duty. So the right view also helps us to see, oh no, I have a very negative habit in me. That is nothing wrong. This is not sins. This is not a sin. But the right view help us to see who we are, where we are, in order to help us slowly to transform. You can awake in a minute, but the practice needs to take the whole year, the whole life. Let's say one day a person awake. Smoking is not correct. Smoking is bring you bad health. You quit smoking. That is the minute of awakening. But in order to transform the habit of smoking, you need years. You cannot transform it right away. So you need to do a lot of techniques, like chewing gum, not socialize with people who smoke. Don't hang around with smoker. Don't put a lot of money in your pocket so you can stop by the convenience store and buy the cigarettes anytime you want. So you awake in a minute. But it takes time for the transformation. Is that correct? We realize I am sick. But we need time to cure. We need time to heal. We need time to take medications. So when we see, we reflect. How come I have lot of drowsiness in me? And we know this is one of the prevention. The Buddha taught us there are 5 preventions. Desire is one. Because we never feel enough. And because we never feel enough, that's why we want more and more. And because we want more and more, that's why we feel we're still poor. The one who feel that they are not rich, they are poor because they don't feel enough. And because not enough, that's why we want more. And we are carried by the one of the negative, one of the poison, and that is called desire. Anger is one of the second one. Anger is something also prevents us on the path of the practice. And because we are very easy to angry, that's why we are isolated by our friends, relatives. They do not dare to touch us because we are the one unable to deal. Very easy to upset. We have a very hot temper. And because we have the anger in us, that's why we never have a chance to learn. Very easy to get mad when someone shares. And because of that, we cannot finish the whole story. We cannot finish the whole thing. So because we are very rushed, very quick react, very fast react. And with that fast react, we always receive back many difficulties. Drowsiness is also another one. I have the drowsiness will in many signals, many ways. Somebody, when they get into the practice like chanting or meditation, they start to fall asleep. And they continue to yawn like they never sleep for many days. Is that true? Yeah. And sometimes you start to yawn like your tears come up. So drowsiness is only a term, but many side effects, many ways to show this is the drowsiness. We can tell. Like somebody when they come for the chanting and they sit like this with they put their hand under their chin and look like they're lazy to study, but no choice. And sometimes you find a way to sit. That is why, in order to help this kind of drowsiness, we need to sit on floor, cross our legs, sit properly for the talk. Why don't we find a convenient place to sit? Because that may cause you fall asleep easier. So if you found you have very difficulty to focus, to meditate, then you can use as much time as you're able to. Let's say you can sit there for 50 minutes and then the 16 minutes you start to wander your mind. Or you start to fall asleep, you start to, your legs get hurt, your back get hurt. You can now move your legs, massage, and you find another technique of meditation. You can do walking meditation for 5 minutes, and then you come back to sit. So there is nothing wrong. No one expects us to sit there for an hour, but we sleep. We can, if you say, "Oh, I can practice for 20 minutes, no problem." But if you force me to come to the 21 minutes, then I start to suffer. Then you can finish before you suffer. So what is that? Right view on your practice. Today we have about 6 questions. And I put everything underneath of the word, what is right view? There's a question asked, what is the right view? And the right view must be discussed first. Because the right view can help the other 4 questions. The right view allow us to see our difficulties in the practice. I have problem when I sit meditation. I practice sitting meditation. I have problem. You have the right view. Another word, you have mindfulness on your physical body difficulties. You are mindful enough, that's why you see that you're unable to concentrate. Before, when you sit, something come to your mind, you have been carried by that kind of thought. You're unable to see. This is forgetfulness in order to bring us back. Bring it back and go back to your conscious breathing. As a pilot, when we drive the airplane for the passengers, we need to focus a lot. We cannot go wrong direction. Let's say they go to Las Vegas and we stop at California, and that is not right. So when we carry many people in the passengers in this plane, and the pilot is the leader, very important. So the pilot is like the right view, because the right view can, if one is right, the whole other things can be right. Right view can lead to right speech, right thought, right action, right livelihood, right diligently, right effort, right insight. The right view can be seem like the insight, the deep understanding, the wisdom. Today we chant the Prajna Paramita Sutra. Prajna means the wisdom. Paramita means perfection, the perfection of understanding, called Prajna Paramita. Prajna means the insight. Prajna is not the knowledge. It's more important, more beautiful than the knowledge. Because the knowledge is what you learn and you know. The knowledge is the collective of something people invest to us. But the insight, but the prajna means you need to calm your mind and use your meditation in order to cultivate that. No one can give you the prajna. No one can give us the insight. And once we have the wisdom, the insight, there's nothing for us to attach, because we understand everything is impermanent. Nothing is perfect. And because we understand this, we have less expectation than we have no disappointed. The reason we disappoint because too much expect. Too much expectation on something. And look like everything is so important for us. That's why when something arrives, not exactly we expect, we totally disappointed. And we carry the whole bunch of heavy things in our heart, in our mind. In Vietnamese, in one of the Vietnamese old story, there was a beautiful lady who was in her room, very high level of the house, and the house is beside the river. That's why every day, looking through the window to see the river, and there was a little boat crossed by her house, and in that boat there was a man who played the flute, and beautiful. He always give a beautiful. He play beautiful songs, very very fluent. So she thought, the one who able to play the flute in that beautiful, and he must be a very handsome guy. So one day, she asked her servant to call that man up. So once she see him, she fainted right away. Because this gentleman not as beauty as she expect. Now, all the beautiful picture about this musician guy totally gone, vanished in her mind. But this young, not handsome guy, once he met this lady, now he fall in love. So once disappear, one start. But he realized he is not as beauty. He is ugly. That's why he also suffer. And she refused to see him the second time. That's why now he become lovesick and he died. Once he died, his heart, people cremate him, and his heart condensed into a piece of rock. The rock here, the heart become the rock, symbolize for your deep attachment. Become very solid, very hard, like a rock. People use the rock and make the teacup, and they're selling in the market, and don't know why. This lady, this beautiful lady, bought the tea set, and in that tea set, that cup is what's there. So one day when she lift up and drink the tea, she saw that man there playing the flute. She cried, and her tears touched the cup, and now the cup melts, become water. This is the Vietnamese story. In Vietnamese they call Trương Chi Mỹ Nương. Trương is the last name of the man. Trương Chi means the name, the man which the last name Trương, first name Chi. Mỹ Nương is the beautiful lady. And what does that mean by that? About the wrong perception. When you didn't see the foam, but you just hear the sound, you may have the wrong perception of something, right? Let's say you didn't see Thầy Phap Hoa, but you just heard. You may think he is tall, he is big. Many people around North America, they were disappointed when they see me. Because when they look at my DVD, they just see me sitting like this and give talk. And they thought, I am Thầy Phap Hoa, must be big, high. And one day they met me And say, wow, you're so tiny. Thầy, you're so tiny. And in the video, look like I am 10 years older than my age. So when they met me, wow, you look younger than in the DVD. I said, that is the reason why movie star never want to get fat. Now do you have an idea what is called a wrong perception? Go back to the Prajna Paramita Sutra this morning we read. Once we overcome all the wrong perception, we arrive through the full enlightenment, fully enlightenment. Nothing that we should carry in our mind on anything that we did not see the truth, do not imagine. Our imagination always wrong. And if it's not exactly wrong, but it will not exactly what we thought. When we're hungry, what happened? We want to eat everything on the table. Right? But once we come to finish half of the bowl, we're full. So what can eat everything? Only the eyes, not the stomach. The eyes can eat everything on the table, but the stomach cannot. So the Buddha informed, the wrong perception will sink us into the bottom of the suffering, the ocean, and continue to cycle. That's why the term called samsara. Vietnamese Buddhist term luân hồi. Luân means something very round. It's a wheel. Luân means like a wheel. Hồi means the round and rolling you. Never stop. And because we sunk down and we roll, that's why we don't see anything exactly as they are. That's why we're disappointed. This afternoon, there was a young couple come to see me. They live far away in Calgary. This morning they make the trip because they know Thầy is here today. Is home today. And one of their questions, how come we have a lot of stress in our daily life? And my sharing is, because everything come to us and we view them as so important. And because we expect everything must be important, that's why we try to sketch something out. Where is the stress come from? Because we tight everything up. We never lose everything. You want to lose your stressful. Release something inside. Let's say you expect Thầy home today. No expectation. Yes, based on the news you learned, Thầy was home. Thầy will be home this weekend. But things can happen accidentally, suddenly. Somebody sick, suddenly something happened, Thầy may left. Right? Example today. You expect Thầy to stay for lunch, and I thought that so. But when I know that they need to go back home early, they drive all the way far, just a short time to visit Thầy with a short conversation. They need to go back. So I will just finish my lunch early. So people downstairs, the retreatant have no expect for Thầy to stay the rest of the lunch hour. They come here, they hope to see me, but no expectation. You can hope, but you cannot expect. Once you can see this, you have the right view. And where does happiness come from? From the point we can release something, we can redo something, we can let go something, we can accept something. Happiness is there. Buddha cannot give. God cannot give. God and Buddha within us. God means the one who creates. Creator. So you can create. We can create anything we want. You can create how to decorate your house based on how you want your house look like. The right view also help us to transform the wrong action, which we call the karma. Karma means something we do oftenly, and now it's become the habit. But two kind of karma. If the right view shine to the karma, it's become the right karma, good karma. But if the wrong view shine to that, it's also the karma, but what we call the bad karma. So karma itself, no wrong, no right, depends on how we view them, how we act on them. Let's say you come to Friday evening regularly. If any Friday you don't come, you feel that weekend is missing. You know you have a good karma, a good addiction. We all have something to addict with. But you addict something able to make yourself happy and make others happy. Every time before I leave the temple to travel somewhere, and my habit is to come to the main hall, bow the Buddha 3 times, bow the ancestor, and I go. When I come back home from a long trip or after a weekend I left home, I come back and that is the first thing I do too. And if I do that every time I leave, every time I come back, I feel good. If I don't go do it, I feel I have missed something very important. So I know that is the good karma in me. Let's say today you thought lunch will be as regular, like a few dishes, but no wonder when you come downstairs today, a lot of good food. So you have no expectation, but it's a good treat. Bonus. And bonus always happier than what we expect to be. You go shopping, you never expect there is any discount. But very lucky, we stop on time, we buy things on time, we get 50% discount. It's a treat, a bonus. We love our children. We always invest a lot of love, a lot of care for the children. But remember, in this life, sometimes you water the flower, but the flower dies. You never want to water the grass, but the grass is greener every day. Sometimes the environment, the people our kids socialize with. So ourselves only sometimes is not enough to transform something. The right view helps us to see many corners of the situation. Let's say, like Michael just step out and open the door for someone on this side, on the right-hand side here. We never expect someone will knock on this door. Right? We already unlock the other door so people can access anytime they want. But life, sometimes not like that. People can knock on the other door, and if you are there, you respond. You are not there, what can you do? The right view, the right practice help us to be relaxed on that. We have put a lot of effort into a lot of things. Do wholeheartedly something that we have to be. We need to be. But let everything come and go by itself. Because you have done as much as what you can. So this is what I have wrote in my notebook. Use our understanding as the goal to live. Use our loving kindness as the way to act. Everything we do, we always sit down and reflect what we need to do. But make sure everything you do is contain loving kindness. Even a small glass of water you offer to Thay, but you don't offer with your love. And that doesn't mean anything. Sometimes you don't have to do something called a big project, very small project. But every single small project you do, it's contain love and understanding. And because your behavior, your action, your project contain that, that's why you feel free, because you have done all the quality of it, the ingredients, what you need to put in. But doesn't mean people can taste the same as yours. You cook something and you realize this is tasty already. But remember, only with you, but not with the others. They want more salty, they can add salt. They don't want that much salty, they can put more water in, or squeeze some lemon in there, reduce the salty. Life is like that. The Buddha called our war here what we call a saha. Saha means the war of patience. You live with people, you contact with people, you must learn how to be patient. And this afternoon, I gave an example to the young couple. When you pick up a strawberry, of course, you want to choose the good one to buy. But sometimes, you only look at one side, you forgot the other side, and you may put in your bag few bad ones. Once you go home, you bring them out and you realize, oh my God, this is the bad one. Not because of that, and you throw the whole strawberry. You cut. You try to select something, the good side as much as you can to use them. Same thing. Sometimes we cannot do anything else. What can we do now? Not because my liver now is sick, then I need to kill myself because my liver have affected my whole body. Remember, I still have many other bodies part back. to survive my life. So now, the right view on your liver. Take good care for your liver. More careful when you eat food, when you drink, to help your liver as much as you can. So go back to your inside in order to take good care, in order to live happier with many. Now we can see life is impermanent. And because it can be changed anytime, that's why less hate, less greed, less ignorance, less jealous come to everybody with our good heart. One day we need to leave, we're happy to live. Things come, we deal. Things gone, never regret. Things not yet come, don't have to wait. So one people come to one of the Zen master and ask, Master, how can someone call a patriarch a Zen master? And that is his answer. The past already gone. No pursue. Future not yet come. No waiting. Present something come, you deal with. Past already passed. Future not yet come. Present is something reality. You forgot the present. You worry for the past and the future. That is something wrong. We mistreat our day. You don't need to wait, it's come. When you arrive here at 9 o'clock, you say, wow, it's only 9 o'clock, I'm waiting for 4 o'clock. You don't have to wait. Instead of that, relax. Every step you make, you happy with it. 4 o'clock will come. So, when do we know? When do we have the right view on our bad karma is gone? When you facing with something, your mind have no response for that negative. We all have karma. We all deal with karma every day. Karma means something we do, right? We never stop doing something. You don't sit, then you have to talk. You don't talk, you stand. We need to act something. We need to do some karma. But the right view will help us. Hey, this is not healthy. Put down. This is not right. This is not wrong. We watch out our unwholesome mental formation. Don't we remember? That is one of the things we contemplate before meal. We never stop thinking. But practicing meditation, practicing mindfulness, help us to see what is the wholesome one and that is what is the unwholesome one. That's all. So don't worry when we end the karma. We always have the karma. But only thing we need to watch out is what kind of karma. We never stop talking. But now we need to view what need to be taught and what is not need to be taught. We never stop eating. But now we reflect what is healthy to eat. Why? Because in each of us, we have sickness. We all have sickness. Just it's come to the sickness now, it's come to the point to show or not. Never say, I don't sick. I never sick. No, we are sick. but just not yet appear. But the mindfulness help us to do what? Reduce unhealthy consumption. Consume something. It's healthy for the mind, healthy for the physical body. Try to lose something. Do not try to hold tight, prison them. Release them. The more you release, the more we relax. The more we expect, the more we suffer. The more we open, the more we have fresh air. That's the truth. You see, in the winter time, we close all doors, even windows. That's why we breathe a lot of heat. We need a small humidity. We need something to keep our body feel a little bit fresh. Then there is no way that we don't find something to fresh our mind every day. If the environment is too dry, the body feels uncomfortable. If the environment is so humid, the body also not comfortable. Everything needs to be balanced. The right view also help us to balance everything, but no discrimination. Now you can see how important for the right view. If it is bad, receive it exactly. This is bad. No refuse. No, don't try to do something. Don't try to give any explanation. Try to cover up something. I am sick. Yes, I am sick. I am angry. Yes, I am angry. I am suffer. Yes, I am suffer. Because once we have the strong energy in us, we will accept exactly who we are. Why? In order to transform, in order to help. I have watched a movie, just a short scene. One day I stopped by the house of the member, and they watched the whole movie, but I only watched that part. The wife called the husband home during lunch hour, and because they don't want their kids to hear what they discuss. So lunch hour is the best time for the parents to discuss. And the wife said, "Honey, do you feel that our marriage life start to have some problem? We cannot talk as usual anymore. Don't you see that we are arguing every day? Oh, I am sick of this kind of environment. I am tired of this environment. I need to liberate." And the husband think, "That means you want divorce?" And he said, "This is not a good solution." The wife said, No, I don't mean that. But I think you need a new environment. Because if you come back to the house with same environment, it may make you feel uncomfortable. Same do I. I'm really afraid to go home after work. And the husband said, "That means you asked me to move out?" No, I don't mean that. I want it, but I don't know how to to find a solution. But this is one of the things that I have thought. And we will sit down and chat. The husband stand up and said, "You do what you want." He left home. He drank. And after he drank, he come back home. And the wife said, "Where you been? You die somewhere. And now you wake up." And you know, sometimes we have the right view on the situation. But we cannot win our negative habits, the way we talk. Why the family like that? Because the way they talk. So if she know, the next day she make breakfast, the husband just open the newspaper and read newspaper, nothing responds. When the wife bring breakfast out, that's why the Buddha said, do not eat with newspaper. The Buddha said, no dinner with television. Because the time we eat is the time to facing each other. Look at your wife, look at your husband to see how beautiful they are. Sometimes we live together for many years, but we never how our husband look like. Because we never eat with mindfulness. So when I watch that part, on the way home, that kind of movie part make me think. So I have viewed the movie, but now I combine my practice view in there. I can see the lady has a very good intent. That means she has the right view on her family's situation. But she doesn't know how to transform herself. Remember, nothing can happen by one person. It needs to be both. If the wife already tried her best to make a breakfast, she brought out the breakfast with all her good intent. But she needs the response from the husband. Put the newspaper away. Wow, today is a special breakfast. Thank you, dear. You know, those kind of things slowly will heal back the crack of the family. There was, so the husband, if the husband know how to respond, that means the husband help the family. The wife is mopping the floor. He watch movie. The wife is cooking, very busy. He try to play game. You know, that means they never together. Because no together, no understanding. And the Buddha said, when you're able to cooperate the same work with others, your love is greater. This is what the Buddha said. Why? Because now you have worked together, you understand how hard of the work. Your love is greater. So love is not only by words. Words need, but also action need. So the result is not only one person. Happiness cannot build by one person. The Pure Land of the Buddha cannot build by only Amita Buddha. The Pure Land of the Buddha must build by Avalokiteshvara and many other Bodhisattvas. If you have the book called Chanting from the Heart, you can order that book on Parallax Press. And in that chanting book, there was a sutra called Sukhavati Sutra. The discourse on the land of happiness. And in that sutra, the Buddha introduced, there was a place called Pure Land. The main teacher there named Amita, and he described many people there. When we read that kind of sutra, we must understand, happiness cannot be built by one person. The happy land cannot be built by one person. In Florida, they have the place called Disney Water, right? Disney Water is the name of the man who established that. But now they call Disney World. Because when you enter there, many things in there. It's big like the world. You can see Japanese, Chinese, Hungarian, and many other countries in one place. So if the husband have the right view, the husband said, I agree. That means he agreed with what his wife said. But he never do what. So one person offer, the other person need to respond. So the happiness. The right view help us like that. On the teachings of the Eightfold Path, the Buddha start with the right view. But brothers and sisters, please note, the right view contains the other 7 right. Because you have the right livelihood, the right action, that's why you have the right view. And because the right view, you're able to do right action, right livelihood, right thought, right speech. So one is right, the other is right. You can transform your disappointed after you cultivate the right view. But disappointed just because we don't receive things exactly as they are. When we have the right view on everything, we're not disappointed. You expect 20 people to your party, but after that only 10 people show up. No disappointed. The other 10, we understand, they are busy. We do not need to expect everything to be perfect. The same as pick up the strawberry. Sometimes we try to select a lot, but doesn't mean you can watch out everything, right? Vietnamese people said, quét nhà ra rác. Every time you sweep the floor, there is some dust. What does that mean? No matter how clean you are, in your house must have some dust. Right? Every single time you sweep the floor, there is some dust. We have the right view on that. What is the problem? No problem. There is problem, but with us, no problem. Because we liberate from all expectation. So the Buddha said, what is nirvana? Nirvana means when you're able to liberate yourself from all of that things. So nirvana is not a destination. Nirvana is how you feel on things, how you view things, how you look at things, how you accept things. The nature of nirvana is liberation. Liberation is different than freedom. Freedom means when someone presents you, you wish to liberate. You don't accept this kind of expectation. That's why you fight for your freedom. But liberation is higher. Liberation is based on how you practice. You accept to live in Alberta, but you don't like snow. I guarantee you have no freedom and no liberation. How can you free from snow? Now what we do? Snow, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And when you're happy with that, you can change the word. Let it go, let it go. No is snow. No snow, no Alberta. And no snow, no water. No water, no crops, no harvest. One thing appear, many things appear. One disappear, many other disappear. Enjoy your weekend, your holidays. And I hope that with my short explanation, I wish to cover all your questions. So when you, that's why I need your question first. I need to bring all the questions and put them in order. And when I look at all the questions, I think right view must be. The right view can cover everything else. Thank you for your help. Your questions brought us more understanding, more practice. And now you can see Buddhism everywhere. No Buddhism, no need to be in any particular form. Buddhism can be every corner of life. Dharma is the falling leaves. Where's Dharma? When you see the leaf, the fall, when you enjoy the fall, the snow, the spring, the summer, Dharma, piece of cloud. Piece of cloud, also the Dharma, because anything is help you to relax, it's called Dharma. Anything is help you to release, it's called Dharma. Thank you for your listening. Thank you for your questions. I hope you understand what I try to share. Did you? That's happy enough. I'm happy because that's all I have with the limit with my English. So I'm free. Hope you enjoy your weekend, your holidays. And we will come back on January the 4th, the first Friday after the New Year. And hopefully Sister Grace will send you out the mindfulness list, mindfulness day list. I have made the list for the whole year. So from now on, we won't have that every week or every month, but we have the list. If any day, any month we're unable to make or some change, we will announce. But if that already set, and that will be firm. So it's easier for the Sangha to set up your time and your dates.